All right, so a good friend of mine and I started a hot shop business. We've been using 1 ton and a 3/4 ton pickup, and we decided this year to up our game. So I bought this. It's a 1984 Ford LTL 9000, and I'll get you a shot of the side deal. Anyway, it's not perfect. That's not the name of the company. That's stickers I got to take off of it before we do all our stuff. It's got a wet kit on it, so if we get into running an end up, we can. One of the issues I've already run into with it is we've got to work on lighting. They put this big old nice fancy deal on it for lights, but only part of it works. Marker lights worked, left turn signal worked, but there was no brake lights, and the right turn signal did not work. So in going through stuff, I found that there is an issue with some stuff inside the truck behind the seat. You can see I've been working on it. That's fuse panel up there. I tracked wires back to here, and I've got to replace part of the wiring. I've already pulled it out. It came up through the floor down here and went up, and then it tied into this deal here. Also, my trailer plug is tied into this also. I've got to figure this wire out. That's supposed to be my stop wire on my trailer, but it was tied into something that had power all the time. So anyway, I'll figure all that out as I go, but it ran through the floor and it came down where that cross member is. I don't know if you can see, there's some wires that come out up there, like right in there. Well, it went through a holder here, and then it went around over a cross member and back through, and then went underneath the exhaust pipe inside the frame. But somewhere between the bottom of the cab and there, it got all chewed up going through here and down. So one of the wires was completely undone. They hooked a wire up to jump, it looked like, from inside down, and it was grounded out as it went back this way inside the frame. So let me come around to the other side and I'll show you where we're at. So these I gotta fix too. I'd like to have turn signals back here, so if somebody's right here beside me, they can see. But anyway, that wire loom that is right here is where they tied into. You can see where I pulled it out and was testing lights and all that stuff and figured out what was messed up. So it goes there. I cut it back here. I will probably bring that new wire that I got probably all the way back out here and then try to tie it in, maybe in here somewhere. I'll splice it all together and then rewrap it with electrical tape. I went and borrowed one of those high performance industrial heat guns to use on the connectors that I've got to heat shrink them up. Hopefully that will hold. There's here in a little bit I'll show you some issues. I've got exhaust manifold that needs replaced and a turbo that needs replaced, because if I'm going to do the manifold, I might as well do the turbo. They've been ordered. They should be on their way. It's just, you know, just an old truck. I'm hoping to get it back on the road. I'm not looking to make a fortune with it, but I would like to be able to make something with it. You know what I mean? It's all about having a good time and making money. The other side of that is, that's not our name either. They're dirty because I live on a gravel road and we have been extremely wet, but this is probably the better side. That is the name of our company, Always Something Trucking. We're based out of Barnesdall, Oklahoma. Top phone number is my cell phone. The other one is our office number. and it is actually forwarded to my business partner. So if you guys see this and you come across something you want moved or need hauled or something and we can handle it, we'll give it our best shot. But I'm going to pause this for now, and I will be back in a little bit. All right, so I got the truck moved. It's started and running. These are some of the gauges that are in it, some of the switches. It does not have the like cold to hot lever in it. It's just got that, and you can use valves out underneath the hood to turn the heat off, going to the heater core in the cabin, the sleeper. That's the sleeper. There ain't much to it. Got vents in it, some speakers. Radio doesn't work. We got to fix that. That's the visor that's supposed to be on it. I got to get that taken care of too. That might be later on down the road. There's some issues, you know, stuff come loose on top of the cab, so on and so forth. And I think just from looking at the way the headliner is, I think it has been wet at one time or another. So something's leaking up there. So I got Gorilla Tape on it for now to kind of help keep it where I need it. I mean, the old truck, it's kind of a cool old truck. Like this is for the trailer air, and then this is actually the parking brake for the truck. And you just flip that down, that's off, that's on. And then this unlocks the differential lock, unlock. There's my air pressure. It's building air again. I got something else I got to do is look for leaks on the air. There's start button, the keys down here. I got switches down here for the lights. That's for the fan, and then these two I believe are for lights on the side of the cab, top of the cab, so on and so forth. And you can kind of see why the radio don't work. It ain't in there very good, but looks like it's an old cassette player. We'll probably have to upgrade that at some point. But maybe put a satellite radio in it, but she ain't terrible. I'm pretty pleased with it, the way it runs and stuff. We're going to get the fuel pump looked at, make sure it's right. It's got a little bit of fuel seeping out of it. I'm going to shut this thing off. It's kind of noisy. Got a little bit of rattling going on. But anyway, it's got stuff. Like I said, it's old. It's got issues. But it's fine. It'll be fun getting her back on the road. This door here, I need to try to find some hinges for it. These hinges are kind of like, you can see, it kind of looked like somebody tried drilling through to line it up to put a bigger pin in, because it looks like a bigger pin than what's on the other side in both of them. One of them might be a little worse than the other one, but it looks like to me it's kind of wore thin right in there. And it being an old Ford, I'm having a hard time. This is what the hinges look like on the passenger side. They got like that, and they're not sticking through on the bottom. They're in pretty good shape. This door actually operates really good, but it's not the driver's side door. So, but anyway, I'm gonna work on getting stuff started and going. Give me a minute and I'll get wire stuff strung out, get the camera set up in a different spot, so maybe I can see what's going on. All right, so what I did is I bought, I'll get it out of the package here so you can see it. You can't see me very well, but the whole point is to show you what I got going on. This wire is coated. It's like stuff you'd run on a trailer. I figured it would probably be better to run it that way. Maybe it won't get ate up as quick under the truck, so on and so forth. I may have to climb up there and pause it so I can get this unwrapped, because it's wrapped up pretty good. So this wire, it's coated, and it's got your yellow, brown, black, and white wires in it. So that's what I'm going to run through the hole here, like so, and try and get it down in there far enough so I can get it fed where I want it and go from there. So let me get this. All right, so if you couldn't see from the other side, I got it going through a hole there, and it's sticking down through here. You can see it hanging down right there. So I'm gonna, there's should be a deal that'll hold it right over there. I think I'm gonna run it through it and then down. So I believe, yeah, right there. That one right there is what I'm gonna run it through. And all it'll do is go through that. Wish it would focus better. Go through that, and I'll drop it down and take it down the frame all the way back to where we were looking. There's my hydraulic tank, but we'll take it back all the way to here where I've got the wiring all loosened up here. I was showing you from the other side. Anyway, it's gonna be a chore, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that wire run the way I want it, because I ain't gonna be able to hold the phone and do this all at the same time. So I'm gonna start running it where I need it, and then I'll come back and get you once I get it back where I want it on the frame. All right. So I got all that wire run. I got another wire I got to pull out of the place, or out of the way. It's supposed to be for backup lights. I tried to find out where it hooked up at and couldn't find it. I guess that's the joys of having an older truck. So I got the wire here, and then this, of course, is here. So I'm going to find the places where I punctured this wire to test it, and I'm going to cut behind it and then work on getting it all stripped. I'll be right back. So we got those hooked up. I'm gonna have to heat shrink them later on. I had a mishap with the heat shrink gun. I'm gonna have to order another one. So now I'm in here. I cut this down. I got my wires in here, and I'm gonna try to get this set up so everybody can see what's going on, and my phone's not in the way. So give me a minute to get all set up, and then we'll start where we need to start. All right, so that's the best I can do with what I got, because we are so tight quartered. Let me go back here and look real quick at something. All right, so brown, we made the red wire. That's what I wanted to check and make sure of. So let me strip this one and get a connector on it. And I don't remember, I've got my tester hooked up so we can check it out. Let me get the connector on there first. Figure out which one's gonna work out the best for us, size-wise. Nope. That might be all right if I can find enough of them. Let me see. I'll have to see if I got more of those anywhere. That size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Got 2, 3, and possibly 4. Yep, got 4 of them. That size fit those. Ought to work out pretty good. So let me get one crimped on here real quick. And then I'll go turn my lights on. We'll figure out which one's lit up so we can hook this one up. All right, give me a second, be right back. Chickens are happy they're laying eggs. All right, so let's see. That stop. Okay, so there is the one for my marker lights. So let's hook that one up. Get that one hooked up. Through here first, dirt. Get this out here. This loose one. That's right. Here, it's supposed to be for the backup lights. I do not believe that this truck's set up for backup lights. So we will do something different with that. All right, let's get a nut on here. And then I got so many wires. I'm not sure what they're for that are in the way. Be right back. All right, marker lights all working. I'll take you back here and show you real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So we got those working. They're all working. They're just, it's kind of hard to tell the side ones, but they are on. They're just doing clear. So we've got that. Okay, got tag light's working, but tag doesn't go back here on the truck. It goes on the front of the truck. Anyway, that's beside the point. Moving on. Let me get the phone set back up here so we can see what's going on. Okay, you're back. All right, so got that. Let me gotta get my ratchet going so I can tighten that up. And we're done there. Alright. And the yellow one is a turn signal. So we'll get that one stripped out. And then I will get a connector on it. And get it put where it needs to be. I've got a picture of how these were hooked up and where they were all hooked up. None of them was right, I don't think. Because the only one that, I'll put it to you this way, the only one that was right was maybe the marker lights and then one of the turn signals, but the other one, I don't think it was right. Okay, there's that. So let me hang this up here. I'm gonna go turn my turn signal on. I'll get you guys to take you with me. We're gonna turn that. I think yellow is for the right turn signal. So nope, that's left. Never mind, let me go back. Okay, now we're going to the right. I ain't got nothing, hold on a minute. Maybe it was the left. Maybe yellow is left and green is right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now we're on the left. Should be blinking, which we are. We're blinking right there. Okay, so we got that. We'll turn that one off. We'll go get a nut on there and tighten it up, and then we'll go to the, I'll look and see which one we set up for the green wire, which we went black on the green wire. So we will, all right, well, back in here, and I can get a nut on that one, like so. That tightened up. Okay, now we'll do the black one because it should be the other turn signal. Okay, get this on here. Okay, now this one can go right there. That should be the right turn signal. So we're coming around to the other side of the truck. Turn on the right turn signal. Go back here and make sure it's working. And it is working. It's blinking now. That's better than a kick in the face with a golf shoe, ain't it? Alright, let me turn that off and then turn the marker lights off real quick. I forgot I had them on. Anyway, get a nut on that one tightened up. And then we will okay. Now, so the white one should be, we'll have to see if it is. It should be, possibly, stop lamps. We hope. Because I don't have anything else run back there for the stop lamps. Just FYI to everybody. That one, I traced it out. That one should be the stop lamps. So let me see if I can find me some help. Get that checked out. All right, so we're going to use this method to see if it works. I can't guarantee it though. Okay, so after looking at the video, it didn't work. So the brake lights still don't work. Back to the drawing board, I'll let you know. All right, right there is some exhaust wrap and hose clamps on the manifold that needs to be replaced. It's just bad shape. Need to get it done. I'll do a video when I'm doing it, taking it off and putting it back on. Other than that, that's what it is. Thank you, guys.